Hey folks, welcome back. Welcome back to Street Russ. So I'm supposed to keep these introductions at 30 seconds or less. That's hard for me, so I'm going to be very brief. This is going to be part 3 of the 84 square body Chevy. Watch part 1, watch part 2. We know our valve lash is good. At the end of part 2, I showed you that the knocking sound is coming from the distributor. So I've got the owner coming over, Wes, who you guys have met in the first video. We're going to pull that bad boy out and see what's going on. So stay tuned. Alrighty, folks. Will and Nathan are on their way. You're going to see them in a video here shortly. We're going to start tearing into this. I want to show you exactly what's going on. If you look, let me get something to point with. This is the borescope we're using. Here's the cam. You can see that the cam is broke. That's what's causing our tapping noise. You can see this is where the distributor goes into the oil pump shaft right there. So we're going to start tearing this thing down. I wanted to show you, number one, what's wrong, and number two, the advantages of this $40 borescope. It allowed us to get down here to the distributor dwell down in that hole and see exactly what's going on. So much more to follow. So the viewers, oh, I didn't have it on.
Oh no!
So hi Nathan.
Hi.
Hi Wes.
Hello.
All right. So we're just, you guys already know what's wrong. The worst case scenario, I showed you a picture of it just a while ago. The cam gears are broke. I'm speculating the oil pump, probably intermittent locked up. That's the only thing I can really think. Once we get the front off, we'll look at the timing. If it hadn't jumped timing or anything like that, then it's probably the oil pump. We've got spark plugs out. We're draining the fluid. We're gonna have to get the fans, radiator, condenser off the front. Have to get the front end, everything tore off the front end to get to the timing cover. We'll be taking off the carb in the intake. So we'll check back in here intermittently and let's see where our progress is.
That works.
So who's Mo, who's Curly, and who's
I don't know.
Champ?
You got curly hair.
We got another Wes here. So hey, just a quick update. Radiator's out, fans are disconnected. We're working on getting the condenser out. There was no pressure in the system, so you environmentalists can relax. It was evacuated at some other time in the past into the stratosphere. So just when we get done with this, then we'll start tearing off the front end, then the valve covers. I'll keep you updated. Okay, so what have we taken off? AC compressor, we've got the bracket off.
Water pump.
Water pump came off, no problem there. We're fixing to pull all this, what is this called, Nathan?
Compressor.
That's a it compresses gas. Yes, it's a carburetor. What did we determine that was, a 750?
Yeah.
Will? Yeah.
750
And I'm curious if this intake is a single plane because it's riding so high, which is absolute overkill. So you're going to get better performance with a dual plane. But we're fixing to pull off the carb, the intake valve covers. Then we'll get into the timing cover and all that. So we'll keep you posted. Okay, you guys have seen this before, but you haven't seen this. Now this is going to be the reveal, if you will. What gender is this engine, right? Is it flat tappet gender or is it roller tappet gender? So let's pull it off. Pull it off.
Get it, brother.
Let's see if we can get it off.
Let's pull it off.
Yeah, just pull it off. Come on, pull it off. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Oh, we got to take the cradle out. Go ahead. Just pull it. It's probably got gasket in the back. There you go. Just keep, now wiggle it. There you go. All right, should be light. That's an eliminator, I think. What do we got? We're going to have to take that off. I can't see. Let me get in here so I can see. You know what? It's got the holder in the middle. We're not going to know until we pull them out. I can't see from this angle. So do we have flat tappet or roller? We'll know here shortly. But anyway, intake's off. Okay, 103rd update. Let's see if we can get a shot down there. You can see right down in here, these are definitely roller lifters. That's really good news. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get all the rocker arms and rods out, get them bagged and tagged, and then we're gonna get the front torn off. We gotta get the pulley. We gotta get the harmonic balancer off, get the timing cover off, see what the timing chain looks like, and then we'll pull that cam out. Okay, so, okay, just don't get overzealous. Hold the bag out of the screen. There you go. So we got all the rocker arms off, we got the rods out, we got all the lifters out. Now hold the bag up, Nathan. The guy with the bag. Roller rockers. We got everything labeled, each piston, to make sure everything goes back where it's supposed to be. So really what we're going to do now, we got to pull off the front pulley. We got to get that monster off, the harmonic balancer, and then we'll get the timing cover off and see what we got under there. So we're getting there. This way. All right, folks, we're back. How many nights later? Sunday night, Thursday night, 4 nights, 5 nights later, whatever. We're back on it. I want to kind of give you an update of what's going on here with this Chevy truck. Okay, say hi, Wes.
Hello.
Hello. Say hi, Nathan. Okay, we're going to get back to this in just 1 second. But we have got everything, the cam pulled, yada, yada, yada. We knew for sure in the video that and I'll be posting a picture of the video. We knew for sure the cam gear. Help me with this, Nathan, would you? Here, let me have that. Open that bad boy up. I want to see this end of it, the cam gear. All right, just hold that under the light right here. So what we were seeing in the picture was probably, here, leave it right like that. There's a reflection off this end is what we were seeing. We thought it was broke. Spin that around now, 360. There is nothing wrong with that cam gear. Let's look at this end. You can't really see it. They have it scribed in here. This is a comp cam, extreme. So cam's good. So we've already blamed Nathan that we tore down the entire top end of the engine and didn't need to. So before I get to what actually we found the problem, Wes is under there taking off the access cover. This is a GM, because we need either to get the oil pan out or at least get that clamshell or that horseshoe shaped oil pan seal out so we can put a new one in. We're not going to touch the oil pump because of what we found. And on a big block Chevy, to get the timing cover off, you have to loosen up the front of the oil pan to get it out. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. Nathan.
Yes.
I would like you to spin this. Just keep spinning it. You hear that sound? That's the sound that we were hearing, the vibration you saw in the previous video. Now, what I'd like you to do, Nathan, is loosen that about a ½ inch. I'll tell you when to stop. Just keep going. All right, that should be good. Now spin that baby. Whomever did this previously, believe it or not, this screw is going down in there. Let's just show them. Here, can you just leave that? It doesn't matter. Do we want to take this? Hit your hand.
Here, I can do it.
Yep, very good. Okay, you do it. There you go. There you go. That's good. That's golden. Okay, so the screw's here. You know what? Go ahead and tighten that screw all the way down now. This one here, so they can this one. Tighten that one all the way down so we can show them what's going on here. All right, now let's pull the cap off. Should lift right off. Okay, very good. You can see right in here is that screw is too long, and you can see it's colored the same color as the plastic. What it's doing, and perfect shot, you can see it right here. It was beating the crap out of this. That's what that sound was coming from. So we tore everything apart And then I was sitting here meditating and praying Tuesday night, and I sat here for about an hour fiddling with that distributor, and finally realized that one little screw was causing all of our problem. Now, the good news is what we ran into since we tore it apart. So somebody invested the comp cam. We've got roller lifters. We got the rocker rollers, and I'm going to assume that these are not OEM springs because of the cam. But then they just slopped on the OEM timing gear set, which when we pulled this off, this thing was probably slopping on both sides about a ½ inch. So that needs to be replaced anyway, so we're going to be doing that. So we're going to be, I'll give you another update here tonight. We've already started our parts list of what we need to get. And after tonight, let's see, what do we got left to do tonight? We're gonna pull the access cover, check the oil pan seal, and we have got to find the engine code, which is gonna be back in the back. This code here, you can see the code here. Can you hold that? You can see this code right here. The problem is the T tells us, what was that, Tawanda?
Yeah.
The production plant. The 0814 is August 14th, but this FCB, that is called a suffix. And every year they might reuse the same suffix the next year for a different size engine, so it doesn't tell us anything. There's supposed to be a partial VIN code up here. I've yet to find it. We 100% have to find the forged number on the back to make sure. This should be a, here, shine down here. See, this says Mark 6 MKV1. Anytime you try to pull up a Mark 6 on the interweb, it immediately converts to a Gen 5 or Gen 6. They didn't mark. They stopped calling them marks in the engine world. When it hit Mark 5, they started calling it Gen, but it's still cast as an MK. This engine should be between a 96 and a 2001. That's the limited time period they produce this block. But we'll find all that and we'll get back with you here later. All right, folks, they're gone. Wes and Nathan are gone. We got the oil pan seal out. We did not get the oil pan out. Let's see what we did. Let me find a light. Let's get up under here. You can see, you cannot, and of course, oh, it's nasty under there. Anyway, we got the access cover off. You can see the torque converter and everything there. That oil pan, remember, small block truck with a 454 shoved in here. Just absolutely is stuffed in here, and there's no way that oil pan's coming off without lifting the engine up. But we can get a seal under there, no problem. And what else do we got? We found the engine code for you big block guys. Here's the engine code, 1023727. This is a 96 454. We actually found the code. If you look at big block videos, it's going to tell you the code is back here. Well, on this Gen 6, the MK6 Roman numeral 5-1, it's actually not even behind the head, but it's over on the side back there. We finally found the number, so now we know what parts we got to order. So where we're at, we're going to get all the parts ordered. Wes is, his truck, and when we get all the parts in, we'll start putting this back together. So I may go ahead and throw this video out. The most embarrassing thing, if you will, is what I showed you just a couple minutes ago on the distributor. That was pretty ugly. But the good thing is we can change the timing chain. So a lot of work for changing the timing chain. We got to get the cam back in, timing chain, cover, oil pan gasket, get this thing put back together. We are going to get a new carb. Let's talk about that real quick. Let me open the garage door real quick. just to show you here what's going on. Waiting for the garage door. All right. You guys, let's see. Let me get you turned around here. So this is, that's the part number. What is this thing? I think it's an eliminator. It's a big single plane. That's not what he wants on this vehicle. So we're gonna go with a Y-end or an L-Brock or something like that. Get a dual plane and get that squared away. But here's where we're storing all the parts. Everything's got to go back in, and we're good to go. Oh, let me show you one other thing. Since I may go ahead and publish this video, take a note right here. We had to get the cam out. Of course, this bent this sideways, cut this, bent it down to get the cam out, which would have been behind this cover, right? We had to do some modifications, and we'll get this all put back together and tightened up when we get done. Cutting this and bending it for now is a lot easier than lifting the engine up to get that cam done. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop out a short video here in a day or two, because it's gonna be at least a week before we get the parts in, and let you guys see the progress on this. We're having a lot of fun doing it. Good time together, good fellowship. So thank you very much, and as always, thank y'all for subscribing. Those of you that have subscribed, I think we're up to like 319 subscribers and pushing 4,000 watch hours. So abundantly blessed, and I appreciate it. But if you are watching, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe or like or share. It would tremendously bless me, and as always, it's free to you. So we thank you very much, and be blessed.